I'm realizing that this might not have been the best week to talk about RCR being good again, but screw it. I'm going to say it anyways. RCR in 2020 is the most improved Cup program, and the difference is amazing to see. But how do we get to this point with such a storied team? RCR, through the majority of its relevant history, has been held up by two men for nearly a quarter of a century, maybe even a little more. These two drivers are Dale Earnhardt and Kevin Harvick, two of the greatest NASCAR drivers to ever strap into a race car. Dale Earnhardt needs no introduction. He's one of the greatest drivers ever with 76 wins and 7 titles. And of those stats, he got 67 wins and 6 championships at RCR. And heading into 2001, Earnhardt was one of, if not the favorite to win the title and surely win numerous more races. Then, on that final lap in 2001 at the Daytona 500, Earnhardt was wrapped up in a largely congested pack. Losing control of his black Monte Carlo, he would hit the concrete wall on the top of the racetrack, head on, and would be pronounced dead publicly a few hours later by NASCAR president Mike Helton. This is where Kevin Harvick now comes into play. Harvick was thrust into the spotlight as Dale Earnhardt's replacement driver. He immediately made a splash with a thrilling victory over Jeff Gordon 3 races after Earnhardt's death. He would then drive for the team for 13 years, from 2001 to 2013, and score 23 wins. While not winning a championship, he finished 5th or better in points 6 of those 13 seasons, competing for the 2006, 2010, and 2013 championships. In 30 years, these two drivers scored 90 of RCR's combined 105 wins up to 2013. The drivers who won the other 15 races were Ricky Rudd twice, Robbie Gordon 3 times, Jeff Burton 4 times, Clint Bowyer got 5 wins, and Paul Menard won the 2011 Brickyard 400 with fuel mileage. So, aside from those guys, the pairing of Earnhardt and Harvick won just shy of 86% of RCR's total wins. So when Harvick left for SHR in 2014, there should have been some real questions about how far the drop-off would be in performance for RCR. The driver lineup in 2014 through 2017 was consisting of 3 drivers. Austin Dillon, the grandson of Richard Childress, the guy bringing back the number 3. Dillon came off of a 2011 Truck Series championship and a 2013 Xfinity Series title. Up to 2017, he got 1 win. Next up is Paul Menard. He's a constant stability driver. While he had no wins, he had 9 top 5s and 24 top 10s in 4 years. The final guy in this lineup is Ryan Newman. 1 win in 2017 was the peak when it comes to individual races in that span. He had 19 top 5s and 54 top 10s also. And he was half a second away from being the 2014 champion. This status quo would be shaken up by Paul Menard switching teams, going over to the Wood Brothers in 2018. This would cause RCR to lose his former team and then downsize to 2 teams. Austin Dillon would win the Daytona 500 in 2018, and that's about it. He didn't do much else. Meanwhile, for the first time in his career, Ryan Newman would actually finish a season without a top 5. This sparked him to leave RCR for Roush. The 31 would be rebranded to the 8, not in the same font as the rest of RCR's numbers, though. Lawsuits, I guess, aren't really helpful in day-to-day operations of running a team, I guess. But the lineup would be Dillon still in the 3 and Daniel Hemrick in the new 8 car. Also, Richard Petty had an alliance with RCR from 2018 to today, so Bubba Wallace would return to the 43 car and he would pilot it to a top 5 and 3 top 10s. So, these drivers looked to 2019 as a chance to build up, but instead, they fell even further. Austin Dillon scored no top 5s and 6 top 10s, 2 less in each category than 2018. His average finish fell from the 17.5 to a 19.5, and he missed the 16-driver playoffs for the first time since 2015. Hemrick got 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s with a 22.5 average finish, which was way down from Ryan Newman's 17.2 in 2018. RCR affiliate Bubba Wallace had 1 top 5 and a 24th place average finish. The 3 teams combined to lead 93 laps in all of 2019. For RCR's 50th anniversary, it sure was rock bottom for the team's Cup program. The same can't be said, though, for the Xfinity Series program. Tyler Reddick absolutely kicked ass, and in 2019 he got 6 wins, 24 top 5s, 27 top 10s, all in 33 starts. With an average finish of 6.3 and a clutch Homestead victory, he would win his second straight Xfinity Series championship in 2019, and that was enough for Childress to replace Hemrick with him going into 2020. So now, this leads us to this year. The Cup lineup would remain the same with Austin Dillon in the 3, but the aforementioned Tyler Reddick would now pilot the number 8 car, and Bubba Wallace would stay in the affiliate 43 car. In the Xfinity Series, the rebranded 21 car would now be split between drivers Anthony Alfredo and Myatt Snider. Now, these two are also just as important to the Cup guys when it comes to showing the overall jump up for RCR. They're the future, a young future with 2 very talented drivers. So, how are each of them doing so far in this odd season? Well, in the Xfinity Series, the 21 team has been consistent. Both drivers have been running up front and have combined for 3 top 5s and 7 top 10s in 12 races. While a step down from Reddick, it's to be expected. And the fact that these 2 drivers have never driven in this series before makes them look even better with their consistency. In Cup, though, is where the difference is seen the most positively. Starting with Austin Dillon. So far, Dillon has 1 top 5 and 4 top 10s, so he's already surpassed a 2019 total of top 5s, and his average finish is 17.5, which is the same as it was in 2018. Tyler Reddick is the one who has wowed the general NASCAR audience this year the most, though. Reddick has a top 5 and 3 top 10s with a 19.3 average finish. And in many of those races that he finished low, he was competing up front before he had issues. He already has more top 10s in 15 races than Hemrick had in all 36 last year. His average finish is also 3 spots higher as well to Hemrick. And before he was struggling in the Pocono doubleheader, he was averaging a 17th place average finish. Reddick definitely has shown the most consistent speed of RCR, and he's only a rookie, so he may have a very, very bright Cup future. The affiliate of RCR in the 43 car has upped their game as well. Bubba Wallace is in the midst of his best career season yet in Cup. 2 top 10s, double the amount that he had in 2019, and his 19.3 average finish is 4 spots higher than last year's average finish. He has consistently ran in the top 15, even when the finishes don't show it. And compared to running below 25th for much of last year, the difference is huge. He has 6 top 15 finishes so far in 15 races, compared to the 5 that he had all of last year in 36 races. Across the board, these guys are running consistently faster than they have in years. Now, you may think I've been an idiot in my neglecting of mentioning Ty Dillon and Germain Racing, as they're an affiliate as well, but I've saved this affiliate team for last because it's a weird outlier. In total, the team has scored a top 5 and 5 top 10 since 2016, and they've led 69 laps since then. Nice. But this team never follows the trends of RCR and RPM, and instead consistently is between 20th and 30th every week. Once this team picks it up, we'll know for sure that all of RCR is racing the game. So at least I guess at the bottom of RCR's equipment, it's not experiencing a resurgence of any kind of note. But with that being said, and everything else that I've said, I want to hear what you have to say on RCR's current condition. Are they coming back? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're at it, leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for more great NASCAR content if you like this. And speaking of great NASCAR content, be sure to tune in to Eric Estep's channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time for the NASCAR Weekly Podcast, as we'll be joined by our friend Slapshoes, as well with Slapshoes' help, an interview with Mark Martin. We can't wait to see you there. And until then and next time, have a good one.